Imagine waking up on an ordinary morning, opening the curtains, and being greeted not by a blue sky, but by a bright emerald green, as if the world had been painted by a cosmic artist. Birds fly beneath this verdant canopy, and the clouds seem to float on an ocean of jade. What if the sky had always been green since the dawn of humanity? How would this seemingly simple change have shaped our cultures, beliefs, and even the course of science? Let's dive into an alternate timeline, full of surprises, to explore how a green sky would have redrawn world history and what it reveals about us. First, let's understand why the sky is blue in the real world. Sunlight, which appears white, is actually a mix of all colors. When it enters Earth's atmosphere, air molecules scatter shorter wavelengths, like blue, more than others. That's why we see a blue sky. But what if the atmosphere's composition were different? Suppose larger particles, like volcanic dust or organic compounds, had dominated from the beginning, scattering green light instead of blue. The sky would be green, and humanity would never have known any other color above their heads. In this alternate timeline, it all begins in prehistory. Picture a nomadic tribe 20,000 years ago, crossing the savanna beneath a glowing green sky. To them, green isn't just a color, it's a divine sign. The tribe's leader, a woman named Zara, points to the sky and declares that the spirits of the forest dwell there, guiding her people. Stone temples begin to rise, painted green, with altars where offerings of emeralds and leaves are left. Green becomes sacred, and humanity's earliest religions revolve around it. How would your spirituality differ if the sky you saw every day was a reminder of something greater? As civilizations grow, the green sky shapes their cultures. In ancient Egypt, pharaohs built pyramids topped with malachite, a green stone, to connect with the celestial gods. Egyptian priests, observing the sky, noticed that stars appear sharper against the green backdrop. This leads them to create incredibly precise star maps, accelerating the development of astronomy. By 2000 BCE, while real Egyptians were still debating myths, these alternate Egyptians are already calculating planetary orbits. Imagine a world where Egyptians, not Greeks, were the fathers of science. In Mesopotamia, the green sky inspires an artistic explosion. Sculptors craft goddess statues with jade eyes, and poets write epics about a lush paradise above the clouds. Markets buzz with green dyes extracted from minerals, dominating fashion and architecture. Houses are painted green, and even rivers, reflecting the sky, look like emerald streams. But harmony isn't universal. Rival tribes wage wars over malachite mines, believing control of the sacred stone grants power over the sky. What if the sky's color caused more conflict than peace? By 500 BCE, in an alternate Greece, philosophers like Socrates begin questioning the green sky. A thinker named Ariston proposes that green comes from sunlight interacting with the essence of Earth, an idea blending science and mysticism. His fascinated students develop primitive optical instruments to study light. Meanwhile, in China, Zhou dynasty astronomers used jade lenses to observe eclipses, discovering that the sun against the green sky reveals patterns inspiring mathematical advances. What if the green sky had jump-started science centuries earlier? In the Middle Ages, the green sky transforms Europe. Gothic cathedrals feature green stained glass, bathing worshippers in emerald light and reinforcing the idea of a celestial paradise. But there's a dark side. The Church, obsessed with green symbolism, brands scientists heretics for questioning the sky's divine origin. In 1200, an astronomer named Elias is exiled for suggesting the green comes from atmospheric particles. His escape to the Middle East, where science thrives, changes everything. There, he meets Persian scholars already studying light refraction. Together, they build the first telescope 400 years before Galileo. Think of the impact. While real Europe was mired in the Crusades, this world sees Christians, Muslims, and Jews uniting in scientific curiosity. In Baghdad, a university called the House of Light attracts brilliant minds. They developed atmospheric theories leading to inventions like hot air balloons used to explore the sky. Picture merchants floating in green balloons over deserts, exchanging ideas across continents. What if science had united religions instead of dividing them? By 1500, the green sky redefines exploration. In the Americas, the Aztecs, under an emerald sky, build observatories rivaling Europe's. When the Spanish arrive, they find an astronomy-advanced civilization so impressive, they negotiate instead of conquer. A knowledge-sharing treaty emerges, with Aztecs teaching Europeans to use obsidian lenses for stargazing. Meanwhile, in Africa, the Mali Empire uses the green sky to create stellar navigation maps, dominating maritime trade. What if non-European peoples had led the age of discovery? By 1700, the scientific revolution explodes, but not in Europe. China, with its sky-studying tradition, leads the way. An inventor named Wei creates a primitive spectroscope. Discovering the sky's green comes from atmospheric organic compounds. This sparks a global race to understand the planet. In India, scientists map atmospheric chemistry, while in Australia, Aboriginal peoples, guided by their own green sky observations, contribute climate insights. The world unites around science, and the Industrial Revolution begins in Asia, with steam machines painted green. But it's not perfect. The green sky's allure breeds tensions. In Europe, extremist religious movements accuse scientists of defiling the sacred sky. In Asia, kingdoms compete for jade mines, triggering trade wars, yet global collaboration prevails. By 1800, a World Congress in Beijing establishes the first global scientific organization dedicated to sky and climate study. Imagine a UN born centuries early, united by a color. Today, in 2025, what would this world look like? Cities gleam with green skyscrapers mirroring the emerald sky. Solar energy, perfected by scientists inspired by green light, powers the planet. Space exploration is led by a global coalition, with Mars colonies adorned in green domes. Art, fashion, and tech celebrate green, but challenges remain. Overpopulation strains resources, and debates rage over altering the atmosphere to restore a blue sky. Would changing the sky betray our history? Looking back, the green sky shows how something so simple could transform everything. It shaped religions, accelerated science, and united peoples, but also bred conflict. Perhaps its true power lies in making us reflect. What defines humanity? Is it the sky's color, or the choices we make beneath it? Share your thoughts below. What do you think would change if the sky were green? Pass this video to someone who loves imagining other worlds, and subscribe for more journeys like this. Until next time.